How you doing, guys? This is Anon21486. Welcome you to my next video. This time I will be watching Don't Stop PMV. Now, if you have seen my last video, you know I've actually already watched Don't Stop PMV. But this time, instead of watching the collaboratory version of it, I am watching MLP Lights. Now, it my understanding with AMVs and PMVs and whatever is that, sometimes these things do happen where two different PMV styles will have the same name and use the same footage. Well, not footage, but same, how you say, song? So, yeah, it does happen from time to time. In this case, I'm actually looking forward to the exact differences of it. Um, the PMV collab, Don't Stop from the collaboratory was more based on user created content. In this case, it is stills and stuff, things like that. So I am looking forward to watching exactly what this one's about. So let me put my headphones on because I wasn't prepared to have my headphones on for some reason. Yeah, it's unusual for me because I usually have my headphones on anyway. Without further ado, let the video begin. Yep, it's the same song, so um, hmm.
Walk, little walk, small talk, big thoughts. Gonna tell them all just what I want. That street, two streets, I see you and me hanging on the empty swings. Down high, low, don't worry, my eyes are closed. I'm the Superman and it's my show. One shoe, two, gonna kick with my new shoes. I'm gonna kick until I need new shoes. I said it don't stop.
Well, I've already see a big difference in this. The other one, I don't know if you could call it original one or whatever, but the other one by the collaboratory was all user-based content. And this one is primarily using essentially the movie. So it's, what do you say, animation? So, yeah, it's two different styles, but it is the same music, so. Huh. So yeah, I'm at the very end. I am gonna. Ooh. This is a different style. Who are you? Um. Oh boy. Please let that be the only one. Good. The reason for me saying that is because I believe I just saw some things from the third Equestria Girls movie, and personally, I have not seen that yet, and I don't want to be spoiled to it. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure those two that are unfamiliar are the OCs. Maybe. I'm looking away. I'm looking away because I have a feeling that's from the third movie. Okay, good. Good news is that it's not much as. So I'm gonna have to take a little break on that. So I'll be right. Okay, I am back and I'm kind of disappointed in myself. For the most part, yeah, I kind of forgot that this is pretty much a brand new AMV. PMV. I mean, it came out, what, 2 months ago? Which means that there was a very high chance of it having some scenes from the Equestria Girls Friendship Game movie. And so, for some reason, that did not click on my head. So, yes, I can already tell that Sunset Shimmer is going to be having a role in the movie. And she is probably going to be like Twilight. So yeah, oops. um, yeah. So I would review a PMV or AMV like I did with the other Don't Stop version, but I'm just gonna leave it just like that. I mean, later on, I may give a review on it and possibly give a suggestion, but I'm just going to leave it as is, as just a regular blind commentary. So, yeah, without further ado, oh, before I do say my last line, um, chances are I'm going to be reviewing it after I watched the movie. So that would most likely be later on, probably February, maybe. Anyway, this has been Anon21486, signing off. How you doing, guys, and welcome back. I mean, I know it's only been a couple of seconds for you, but for me, it's actually been a couple of weeks. Now, the reason for that is I actually had some personal matters I had to deal with, and that prevented me from doing my reactions as well as my review of this video. Now, I honestly did not expect it to be that long. I expected to just take a couple of days and, review the video within those times and then actually post the video up, but like I said, I had an unexpected thing, so nothing I can really do. Anyway, I am back to this, and I am watching it. Well, not watching, but I've already watched it, and in fact, I think I've already watched it 6 times already. Yeah, so I am going to be a little detailed on this video, just because that is how I am. Now, I will be very honest with you. I'm actually going to be a little more lenient with MLP Light's version of Don't Stop, rather than what I did with the Collaboratories Don't Stop PMV. The reason for that is the different styles. See, the Collaboratories version of it used a lot of contents from the users themselves. So there was a lot of still images, there was a lot of Photoshop or artistic talent with the imagery. And unfortunately, that makes things a lot more easier when it comes to editing, because essentially you're making the video content, essentially. Yep, so you can do whatever you want. If you want Pinkie Pie to talk at a certain point, Pinkie Pie will talk at a certain point. If you want some kind of imagery to go along with the words of the lyrics, you can easily do that. However, the sorry, not the collaborative, but MLP Lite's versions does not do that. Instead, what they rely on is footage from the show itself. In this case, it is footage from the shorts as well as the movies. And quite frankly, that's not a lot of content you can put together. So they did a good job putting it together with such a limited amount of content. However, I will mention this, and it's the same issue I had with the Collaboratory, is that there is some timing issues with this video. Now, in the Collaboratory, the timing issue was more of the lips or the words, or even some of the imagery wasn't syncing up with the beat to the music. And even though it was very minor, it still annoyed the heck out of me. This one, however, unfortunately, there was a lot of times where the imagery does not match the music at all. Case in point is when the groups come together from a dark black setting, and it's just imagery in imagery. I would have loved to see them actually match the beat, but then again, that would take away from the next scene, which, if memory, let me just look it up quick. Yeah, so it went to what looks to be Rainbow Rock's intro. So Yeah, I mean, that's a little pet peeve of mine, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the biggest thing with this video is that a lot of the timing wasn't in sync. And quite frankly, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, that is to be expected, especially when, how do you say, when you're using only footage and nothing else. I mean, a lot of what I've seen a lot of AMV editors do is that yes, they will use a footage here and there, but they will also tweak it here and there. Like, for example, I can't think of an example right now, but there's been times where I've actually heard where they will draw in the mouth and move the mouth while it's being drawn. And when the finished product comes out, it looks like the character is actually speaking, even though in the original scene they were either just talking and yeah. So yeah, that's one of the things, or one of the techniques that AMV Creators does. Now I don't really see that here, just because this is just pure 100% footage from the movies and shorts. So yeah, that makes things a lot more difficult. Now I will mention this, even though there were timing issues and synchronization issues throughout the video, there was some really good usage. An example would be at the beginning of the video where basically they're using the lights and some effects to actually go with the rhythm of the song. I mean, yes, it was a little too fast for my taste, but that's just how it is. There was also times when they were showing the sirens singing, and I do apologize. The heat is going off right now. I hope that didn't go through. Well, chances are that did go through, but whatever. Anyway, what I was saying was that there was a time right after that where they showed the sirens, and the sirens' lip movements actually matched the words that were singing. So that's a nice touch. There was also another nice touch where they actually used the words and portrayed it within the image itself. For example, I think it was "Don't Stop Looking at Me," "Don't Stop Giving to Me," and "Don't Stop Laughing with Me," or something like that. And they actually used the imagery to show that in the video itself, like the "Don't Stop Talking to Me" or "Looking at Me" or whatever. And they used the image of Rainbow Dash actually pointing to herself. Giving to me, I think it was given to me anyway, was Rarity. Literally took the spotlight in that one, which actually does make a lot of sense. And then it says laughing at me or laughing with me, which is, or they use the sirens, and if everybody knows, well, the sirens actually did a lot of smile scenes. So, I mean, I guess that's something, but I do like the fact that that actually worked. Yeah, nothing much to say. I mean, right now, I know I was initially for these types of videos going to do like related videos segments, but I decided not to do it on this video just because I really have nothing to suggest. So without further ado, I am actually going to finish this video, and I'll see you on the next one. But I will mention this one thing, and I think this is kind of important. See, remember in the content, or when I was watching this video initially, I said that I actually turned away because there was scenes from the third Equestrian movie. And quite frankly, I actually did see the third movie. Yeah, so now that's actually the reason why I did this review now, is that I actually seen the video, or the movie, and as a special, I am actually going to be releasing the movie right after this video ends. So without further ado, this has been Anon21486 for the third time in this video, officially ending this video. So see you in the next one.